you were doing your thing, but it feels like a lot has changed since then.
Yeah, I was a little crazy back then.
Yeah, but I feel like since then you really kind of became like public enemy #1 for a period of time. Like, where are you at right now in terms of how you're viewing everything that you got going on?
I don't know. I feel like not like I'm taking a step back, but like I feel like, you know, now in life I can, you know, I'm like more, I don't know, like just stable, I guess, to where I can not have to go as hard and do stupid shit. I can like take a step back and really like analyze what I'm doing and just go about things smarter, you know, not just do things just to do them.
All right. So probably the most diabolical duo in all of content creation linked up again. They linked up again to cause more havoc. And that, you know, cause more havoc is exactly what they did. Not even intentionally. At least I don't think. Okay. So Jack Doherty, who was just on No Jumper a few months ago, talking about how he's such a changed man and blah, blah, blah. Got all this maturity all of a sudden. Yeah, all that has worn off. He's back outside doing dumb shit every day for the stream. He linked up with Wes Watson, of all people, right? Their second link up, just as diabolical as the first, okay? Wes Watson, he's no saint, but somehow he managed to be the most mature person in this viral moment. It's not saying much. He started the moment at the end of the day. His crazy way of doing everything started this entire confrontation, in my opinion. But we'll get to the confrontation in a second. First, I just want to do a little refresher on the epic fall off of the Wes Watson. You know, Jack, he has plenty of moments that we could play as well, but we're just going to show how Wes was greeted by Jack, or, you know, how the link up started, because it displayed the exact opposite actions and character than what Jack was capping about in that interview with Adam 22 and Remo a few months ago. And then Wes, you know, Andrew Wilson is his mortal enemy, his sworn enemy, whatever. Yeah, he got into it with him at that Fresh and Fit live show, and his life has been shit ever since. So we're just gonna get a little quick refresher on that incident before we get into the confrontation that just took place at Jack's favorite restaurant in Miami.
Looks small. Is it easy to wheelie?
Yeah.
Like really easy? We gotta like lift it up. Okay, you got that. All right, I got that shit. What's up? How are you?
Sure.
Wes Watson. Wait. Yo, why is it like, what's wrong with this shit? Oh yeah, this shit's fucked up, bro. I ain't wheeling on that fucking shit. Hell nah. Hell to the fuck nah. What the fuck? You should have warned me about that broken ass handlebar. Well, it's all I can do in this short space. All right, here we go.
He's better than him.
Do I?
Yeah, I talked to the night shift.
I'm leaving. I'm going to dinner right now. I have to go. My mom.
I already called the police. So that,
You called the police?
Because this is a violation.
He forced me to wheelie. He said if you don't wheelie, then you're gay. What am I supposed to do? Be gay?
I'm trying to be nice. You know, this is a violation.
I'm trying to be straight.
I'm trying to be nice. This is a violation.
I appreciate you, sir.
So if you don't move, then the police are on.
We're moving. The police is crazy. Trying to call the police on me.
Call the police.
The police.
And my definition of success is across the board. If you're not ripped, if you're not rich, if you ain't rare, if you don't stand out, if you ain't across the board successful, it doesn't mean fucking shit to me. If you got straight tits and you're in your Rolls Royce, you look like a fucking clown to me. I'm just laughing at your dumb fucking ass.
It's about hundreds of thousands of dollars. If you look at the studies done on this, it does not.
I don't fit no fucking study.
It does not hugely improve a person's life.
Are you proud of who the fuck
Bro,
you are?
Why
Well,
don't
look
you
at.
even
Are
let
you
me
proud?
get?
If you look in the mirror, would you guys say this motherfucker's proud of who the fuck he is? That's a bag of trash, dude. Pull your fucking shirt
Because
off.
I've been.
Tell me you're fucking proud.
Because
of yourself.
I've been to fucking prison.
Jesus Christ!
Because
look
I've been
at
to
you,
prison?
bro. You got 10-inch arms and tits. Men don't have tits.
No, they go to prison where they get fucking.
Fuck yeah,
where
they
get
do.
raped up the ass.
You've never been to prison. Look,
That's
you're
what
talking about shit
happens.
you don't know.
They go to prison where they get
let's
raped.
Now you get your ass beat in front of
You think
everybody.
that that's better?
Guys,
You think that that's better?
Let's let him give his definition of success, and then
Having tits and 10-inch arms is what a man is.
let's
you
let him-
guys.
let's let him
Please
get his-
don't listen to that.
Wes, let's let him get his thing out, and then
Tits,
We can have different opinions.
Yeah.
titties,
Anyway, back to where I was at.
boobs.
Yeah. Okay. Prison. But anyway, if you want.
Fuck yeah.
If you want to follow the successful mantra of a man who tells you he's reformed from prison, understand why they might have gone there to begin with. And
To take care
yes,
of a
I
family.
do think that a rejection of materialism is something missing in society, and I do think that true wealth is the family, and I think that true wealth is having a wife, and true wealth, that is what I think it is, and that is what I think truly success is being able to go home and look your family in the face and know that you're doing everything you can to support them.
So as you guys saw, it basically started off with Wes sneak dissing at least half of the panel. I would actually make the argument that it's the majority of the panel if we're going to count Walter and BBL Kevo. Okay. Then it's Andrew's turn, and Andrew stood on 10 against Wes and his, rude and disrespectful tactics. And that really the inciting incident to Wes Watson's downfall. Now, we flash forward to present time. Earlier this week, our locales have been established, and Wes and Jack, they're enjoying dinner together. Well, I mean, Wes is eating and no one else at the table is, but Jack sat down late because he was too busy being a jackass doing wheelies on a child's electric bike in the middle of a outdoor strip mall. Okay. But they're at Jack's favorite restaurant, and a fan tries to come up and get a picture with Jack, I would assume, because keep in mind, now Jack, he walks this street that this strip mall is on very often. A lot of the people are familiar with him. He has like a rapport with a lot of the locals in this area. It's a very like nice kind of, lots of money being spent type of area. So yeah, he like freely walks around there. And I could tell from watching Jack's, recent streams, he's very comfortable in this area. However, Wes is on edge everywhere he's at. It doesn't matter how nice or how hood, he's always going to be, looking around, jaw shaking. He's geeked up. He's geeked up off the shit. And he's very paranoid regardless. And, heck, the guy just spent most of this last year is challenging his audience to pull up on him and catch a fade. So, Wes sees a guy who's asking for a picture and instructs security to get him out of there. He even says, slap that guy. So I think this is because Wes is in content mode though as well, because as soon as the restaurant part of the stream started, Wes started spamming all of his famous sayings and ideas out, and even performed one of his offensive motivational speeches. So, the fan walking up in the middle of this all, I think it just pissed Wes off, which, it reminds me of a situation I've seen on Wes Watson's YouTube page, where I believe he was renting that property where he's saying is $93,000 a month to live at, or some, just ridiculous amount for his Miami mansion. I believe the landlord has a gardener at the crib cutting grass, and Wes is trying to record content at the same time the gardener is doing his job. So Wes spazzes a little bit, but he didn't like go outside and yell at the gardener. He just started slamming shit around in the kitchen, I believe. But anyways, this is similar to that, but the difference is Dumbbell Rob is there. Now we'll break down exactly who Dumbbell Rob is after these clips right here.
Skills right there with your back. You guys, are you even fucking working out every day? Are you even tracking your macros? You even care about getting vagina? What the fuck is the matter with you guys? Get as slow as you can, make as much as you can, as much vagina as you can. But one chick at a time, motherfucker. Straight up. One at a time. I don't deal with that cheating shit. If I see only cheating, I'm like, what the fuck you doing? That's your bitch. What are you gonna do to me, motherfucker? The fuck is that shit? Shit, motherfucker. So yeah, basically, everything a man ever does is for bitches or pussy. So I don't give a fuck if you think that or not. I was in prison. There was no reason to really make that much money or do anything. We still got jacked and made money though, but it was all dudes. Hey, you guys though, on a serious shit, like, what the fuck are you doing to put yourself in the best position possible to pull the baddest bitches possible? I have money, I have all this shit, whatever. And the whole thing is if I see a dude with a bad bitch and he doesn't have money, doesn't have shit, I'm like, what does that motherfucker do? I'm curious.
Nothing, and that's why you can easily take his bitch. No, I'm kidding.
Not even that, but I'm curious about who he is, why he can pull that off. So
she has never been out in the open world before yet, you know?
It's a status.
She's probably in Miami on some, like, a trip with her boyfriend, you know? She ain't here to be here.
What are these? What you got?
Some bracelets.
I think I have to get some bracelets.
Yeah. I like the tennis bracelets.
You gotta do 3 chains, 3 bracelets.
I'm on 1 chain at a time now after I got robbed, you know?
What do you, hey, you guys, what the fuck do you think when people wear 2 watches? That's weird as fuck, huh? What the fuck is that? Don't do that shit.
For real.
We're not doing that.
Yeah, no, 2 watches is crazy.
But anyways, in your guys' Phantom, when you get driven in your Phantom, do you sit on a towel or a rag, or do you just stain your seats? Because I refuse to stain the seats of my whips.
I ain't gonna lie. Putting towels down in your car, that's not helping Mr. West beat the loose booty, keistering phones into the prison yard allegations. This is the same guy. He has rants out there saying that he kept his paperwork keistered up for however many. I think he said he did 10 years or something like that. Okay. You leaking booty meat, not booty meat. You leaking booty sweat all the time, to the point where you got to put body towels, the joints you use when you get out the shower, down on the seats of your. I don't even know how much of them Rolls Royces cost, like 400,000 or something crazy, 100,000, whatever it is, 6-figure whip. But you rolling, nigga, open up the door, got towels in all 4 seats, the driver's seat and all the passenger seats.
What's next for Jack? What you got next?
In life?
Yeah, what's next?
I don't know, man. I just been putting a lot of money into my new house and stuff, you know, building out like.
Shut up and turn around. We're filming. Shut the fuck up. Shut up and turn around. We're filming. Back him.
I'm not even in it.
Alfonso, smack him.
Not even a camera shot.
I don't know when we're talking.
No, I'm not looking at that. I said it's cool.
We're drunk. Shut up. These little kids get their ass beat. Now shut the fuck up.
It's cool.
Yeah, but what the fuck? Go around your buddies. They'll talk to you.
I'm not hating at all. I just think.
Dude, the whole thing is you're hating because we're trying to do something. Okay, Jack, what's next for you, bro?
What's next for me? I'm looking for my wife, you know?
All right, so 2 things. We'll do the least important one first. So I think that Jack Doherty got a little bit of lawsuit PTSD right here. Okay, he did kind of face some legal issues when one of his past bodyguards went a little too far with the protecting and kind of caught some type of assault situation or whatever out in the streets. You know, Jack was being a jackass and some random person didn't take too kindly to it and the bodyguard demonstrated. But Wes is blatantly telling his bodyguard to smack the guy just because he's talking back. But second and most important thing, this right here is Dumbbell Rob. Now, where did he get that name from? Of course, a few months after the Fresh and Fit situation, and all this time in between, Wes Watson's been saying, you know, anybody who wants to fight me can pull up to my gym. He would literally post and advertise the gym's address. He'll read it off on streams, TikToks, Instagram, whatever. Any type of social media he had, he's advertising. Come to 123 I Lift Weights Here Avenue and come and catch these hands. So somebody finally accepted the challenge, and Dumbbell Rob was a part of the crew that helped beat up the guy. Another member that helped beat up the guy that showed up to the gym is going to get into it with Dumbbell Rob for doing the most. I mean, just look at the image I have on the screen here. He's obviously doing the most. As Wes Watson beat the dude with a workout belt, Dumbbell Rob, I believe, allegedly dropped a dumbbell on the guy at some point and then got some licks in as well. Like, you're already jumping the guy. Do you need a dumbbell? But I guess Dumbbell Rob has a thing for pulling weapons in confrontational moments because he's going to do something similar here, but against the group leader, Wes Watson.
I need my. He's from Gainesville, though. Y'all say it.
Just turn around and go to your table, bro.
This guy can't take anything.
Don't even film him. Then he thinks he's part of shit. Jack's next thing he's looking for his wife.
I need my wife. I'm locked in. All I can take.
I'm not on nothing.
Dude, this guy's not real. What the fuck? He's like yelling. No, this is not real.
All right, so that's the first little bit of the first confrontation with the I would think was a fan at first, just trying to get a picture, like a lot of people get pictures with Jack Doherty on this or just in this part of the community. But now is the part where Wes Watson, telling UFC fighters he's not going to fight them, he'd rather delete them. He's going to have that rant. And then I guess Dumbbell Rob's going to get worked up like he's listening to a pregame speech at a football game and decide to demonstrate that he's about that action. He has to, maintain his spot as Wes Watson's top enforcer, essentially. So that's exactly what he's going to attempt to do. But then he's going to turn his animosity towards Wes when Wes says, "What the hell are you doing? You're making us look silly." Well, I was trying to show out for you, big dog.
I don't take L's. If you whip my ass, I'm gonna fucking smoke your ass. That's what I fucking said. I'm not gonna go in a ring and roll around with some faggot. Oh, you get kicked off. No, I'm not talking to you, fucking faggot. Turn around, dude. No one's worried about you. Fuck out of here. Yeah. Rob, don't work. Rob, don't. Rob, leave me alone.
Gosh dang, that waggot word sure has made a comeback, hasn't it? But you see, I just realized this is why Wes ends up getting a little mad at Rob, is because he said, no, Rob, sit back down, leave him alone. Like, what are you doing? So you disobeyed the orders. We already seen him bark orders once. There's obviously a hierarchy here. There's a chain of command, and you just went against the highest chain of command. So now you're in line for some type of discipline. But it was just going to be verbal discipline from what it seems. But Rob's going to make it worse.
Just stupid. Okay. So we're having some problems back here with some 12. You guys have 12, bro. Just show them your dick and I'll probably trip out. Man, what the hell is that?
Shit, imagine your food is way out there. Oh my god. Why is it still going back?
Look at there's a fight breaking out. Alfonso's jumping people.
Shit.
Look at
Dave, come home.
There's a bunch of 12-year-olds that are drunk.
Dave.
How the fuck does that chick even have a martini? What is she, like 16? Or am I 55? Fuck.
All right, so now what's become a disgruntled fan or ex-fan has it seemingly left the restaurant, and you would think, okay, it's all good. They're gonna get back to their stream of douchebaggery, and it's gonna be a nice, fun little Miami stream. Wrong. Now this other guy from the picture, I believe standing behind Dumbbell Rob, he's gonna pop up to the scene and press/check Rob for pushing this small young man. He's saying he must be 12, but he's probably about freshly 21. People are a lot smaller and scrawny these days. Not everybody, because there's still plenty of 21-year-olds playing college football and shit that are built like, you know, NFL linebackers and whatnot. But the Jack and this disgruntled fan are both tiny people, and you know, no need to really get up out of your seat and shove the guy. He could have fell back and hit one of those tables that was getting rained on. Side note, you know, you have a high-end restaurant in a tropical area. What's up with the one table not being under the patio? It's just out in the open like that. That whole table was soaked. The if you go back and look at the clips from when there was a party still at the table, the girl had a towel on her head, like a little washcloth type towel on her head, because it's just raining straight down on them as they're trying to finish their meal. But anyways, now let's watch Wes Watson. We're not going to get to see the knife pulled on Wes, but Jack was being messy. Later on in the stream, he tried to act like he's so solid and cool. He's like, "Oh yeah, Wes, I don't try to film that type of stuff. Don't worry, we didn't get none of that shit on camera." But you'll see in this clip, he'll instruct the cameraman like, "Oh, you know, hey, if it goes down, keep the camera on them. You know, we got to get this clip." And we already saw him do like the non-verbal gesture when the confrontation first started, where he had the cameraman turn around and put the camera on the confrontation, and Wes, you know, directed his cameraman to turn it back on them. But anyways, into the clips we go.
What they got?
I said, is he flexing prison? This guy was bored. I said, is he flexing prison?
Yeah, I'm flexing prison, faggot. You can never even beat me. One day, and then I'll punk your ass so fucking bad, you'll write your mama. You'll be like, oh, the guy who's got the buck just punked the shit out of my ass. You guys are such pussies who think prison isn't a flex. You're such a fucking square. The most masculine thing you could ever do is not pay attention to society and say, fuck their rules. I say, fuck your rules. I never even had a job, motherfucker. I got a Bugatti and never had a job. Never once. The most masculine thing you do is say, fuck these rules. I listen. I'm going by my rules. You know, faggots, listen rules. Fucking bitch.
You know, I never had a job either.
Yeah, dude. You know, fucking faggots.
See, someone's got to make the food, though. You know what I'm saying? Someone's got to take one for the team, so we can all be up.
Look at motherfuckers. You guys all, hey, does he say breaking the law? That's like, hey, is he glorifying breaking the law? Yeah, I am, motherfucker. Fuck you. I don't listen to none of that shit. What is it right here? Go over here. Think about what you're talking about. Hey, you guys are on the middle of the stream shit right here. Get the fuck out of the camera. I'll fuck both you guys up. Straight up. Same fucking time, motherfucker. Hey, have some respect, dude. We're doing shit right here, dog. Do that shit one more time, I swear to God, dude. What the fuck you doing, dude? Take that shit somewhere else, dude. We're doing some shit right here, dog. What? What you want to do about it, dog? Oh, hey, you want something, dog? Yeah. You do? Okay, let's go. Bring it around the side. He's up there. Oh, yeah. You want to disrespect, motherfucker? I'll beat the dog shit out your ass, dude. You think you get it? Don't film that shit. Turn that shit off.
I've been removed.
Yeah, we're fucking doing some shit right here. You want to disrespect, motherfucker? Straight up? This is your word?
Very bad.
That's not fucking respectful. It's been doing the whole fucking time, motherfucker. Start put that shit, push some 12-year-old kid and fucking with Nick in the fucking camera. Tip that shit somewhere else. What the fuck? I swear to God, I'll fucking come to your house. Right, I'll fucking shit out of your ass. I think you can fuck me, motherfucker.
It's not on him.
Fuck out your little ass. I will fuck your ass up so fucking bad, dude. I'll meet you at your house. Want to meet you out front? I'll fuck your shit up so bad. You can never fuck with me, fool. I'll fucking beat the fuck out your ass. I'll show you who the fuck you are, motherfucker.
Man, don't.
What? You want a problem? You think it's right to do that in front of the shit we're doing right here? I'll meet you at your pad. Let's go. I'll meet you over there. Take it over a little bit. I'll meet you out front. We'll meet you over there. Let's go.
All right, so that's pretty much that. You know, some chairs fell down. Some restaurant staff had to step in between, as well as the private securities, at this ignorant confrontation that happened because a fan wanted to take a photo with, I think, my assumption is that the fan wanted to take a photo with Jack, because I've been watching the streams and the whole stream basically is just Jack walking around taking selfies with fans and then occasionally talking to the camera before he's asked to take another photo with the fan, or he's like cool with the you know, the street performers and stuff, and so he'll go make a cameo in their Miles Morales dude that stands on the corner. He'll go do some pull-ups with the pull-up workout guys, borrow somebody's skateboard and attempt a couple tricks. He's just walking around doing shit for a couple hours so that he can fulfill his obligations to the party.com streaming site. You know, there's obviously Twitch. That's like the big dog. That's the big leagues. Kick is pretty respectable as well because of all the money and endorsements that they have behind it with the Drake and Aiden Ross and things like that. And, you know, they kind of poached a lot of Twitch's top talent away when they first started to get smaller streamers to come over. Plus, they I don't think they've run ads like that over there, but they also pay the streamers up front. So it's not just all reliant on ad revenue and subscriptions. So a pretty cool business model over there at Kick. And then you have Rumble, which that's kind of like you get into the underground at that point, where Fresh and Fit have been banished to, essentially. They're back on YouTube now and all that stuff, but they definitely lean more towards Rumble. Rumble's kind of the, you know, free speech protector. And I think Party, they're kind of the same thing, but Party's big three creators is Sneeko. I think this is in order. Sneeko, Jack Doherty. No, excuse me. Sneeko, World of T-Shirts, aka Joshua Block, and then Jack Doherty. That's their big three. That's who's on the homepage, featured creators, whenever you hop on party.com. So Jack Doherty and all his antics that Adam was asking him about at the beginning of this little episode of mine, seems like they've caught up to him, and he's kind of hanging on by a thread as far as the being a prominent streamer. You know, we'll see how it goes. He's still a relatively young guy. I think he just turned 21. He's like 21, 22 years old. So, you know, the dude has a lot of money, lots of connections. He was on a freaking yacht. I was watching his stream like 2 weeks ago. He was on a yacht with, well, he always hangs out with the Island Boys. So people are always asking him where they at. But he was on a yacht with Scott Storch and a bunch of other like just old dudes, old rich industry type dudes. But yeah, Scott Storch still partying it up, partying, no pun intended, partying with freaking Jack Doherty of all people. But yeah, really to wrap this one up, Wes Watson, you know, he's still just acting a fool. He did tell his security to smack the guy, so that probably raised the temperature in the building a little bit. But at the end of the day, Dumbbell Rob, he's acting even more of a fool than anybody, crashing out on everybody. He tried to fight 3 different people, including, you know, essentially his boss, in the middle of a live stream, like an idiot. Why would you do that on camera? Why would you try to incite violence on camera? So I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, Wes Watson was giving him a very serious talk saying, we can fight out in front of your house right now. We can go there right now. I wouldn't be surprised if they did that. I also wouldn't be surprised if it was some type of a staged skit. Regardless, Jack Doherty returned to the scene that, not the scene of the crime necessarily, but he caused quite a scene and had this restaurant going viral for kind of the wrong reasons. And he returned the very next day. And he this time he didn't go with Wes Watson. He went with his cameraman and 2 female counterparts. But he's like bragging and he's like, yeah, this is the table we were just at yesterday with Wes. Man, you guys missed it. Some dude in his crew pulled a knife on him. It was crazy. But, he's getting treated differently now that he goes to this restaurant. The valet is not being friendly. They're being kind of weird. They ended up moving his car from the front to the back because the owner was actually going to get Doherty's car towed. When they were waiting to get in for a table, Jack was like filming one of the girls or both of the girls trying to buy some little trinkets, little necklaces and rings and shit from a little booth that I think the owner of the restaurant puts outside of the restaurant because the worker of the booth was, oh, we don't allow filming. And she closed the little roll-up door as soon as they were done looking at the jewelry, basically making Jack feel unwelcome. What comes to mind is that security guard did record him popping the wheelie on those little kids' e-bikes. Those little badass kids don't got no type of parental supervision and they got some money. But him popping the wheelie in the middle of the walking area of the square of the little outdoor mall, I think that's the moment that's really getting him banned from his favorite restaurant and low-key making the block hot. He likes to just walk up and down this block for easy content, for an easy stream that he doesn't really have to do shit. So he's going to have to find a new block to walk up and down is what it's looking like because he's low-key banned from that block. The stream that we're going to end with the clip of is I watched the whole thing and he kept on getting kind of like little police interactions here and there. And then he did a quick like 1.5-minute stream after that stream ended of him being pulled over while leaving from this area. He ran a stop sign, but still the police were on him even when he was on foot. He was trying to like stay in certain spots so that he wouldn't get hit with a trespassing ticket. He even had to talk to the police at one point when he was at the restaurant. And they basically told him like, once you're done with the restaurant, like, you're kind of greenlit to get further discipline. So Jack Doherty's back to his old ways to wrap it up. And I think in the coming months, he'll be producing some more viral moments, much like the ones that all took place right before his No Jumper interview, where it was all types of wild shit, where his ex-girlfriend had the police come to the house to get her stuff out of there. He's on some nigga shit, really. He moving around here like he plays for the Georgia Bulldogs or something. And I'm gonna be covering to see how it goes. Wes Watson, same thing. He's been falling off something crazy. It's been a snowball effect ever since that damn Fresh and Fit live panel. So I'm gonna be following that to see how that goes too. And I'm gonna be keeping y'all updated. And, thanks for watching at this point. If any of y'all are new to the channel, might as well hit that subscribe because you made it to the end of this video. And, you get all the latest and greatest by hitting that button. Also, everybody knows, like, comment if you feel like it. And I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.
Why are the cops here? They trying to get us? Oh my god, we're gonna sit at the same one as last time? Yo, this is lit. This is where we sat last time. Bro, I was right there. Wes Watson was right there. His phone was right here.
Sitting right there.
And then goes boom, he pulls a fucking knife. Wait, where?
Wait, what happened?
Bro, you missed the stream. We were right here. Wes Watson's boy pulled a fucking knife on him like right here. It was crazy. Like picks up the knife and goes like this, right where Claire was. Cause why not, bro? Can we get in the car? Oh, we're not filming you. We're not filming you.
The problem is all the show.
We just want the car, man. We understand, but they already talked to us about it. We just want the car.
I send them for the car.
Thank you so much.
In a picture.
Yeah.
It's two.
Didn't we pay to keep it in the front though?
No more for you.
What?
It's already it's for the big boss right here. That is the problem. The big boss see all the show. The security call. If the guys call the city for towing your car. I try to save you. For that reason, I send them upstairs.
Oh, okay, thank you.
You know, for
Yeah,
that reason.
appreciate
You don't let me explain. For that reason.
Well, you didn't tell me that.
No.
You started off right with the bad news. You should have told me the good news right away.
I try to explain. You know.
He's not getting filmed. He's not filming him. We're not filming him.
No,
It's not on it.
yeah. I read explain, man.
I think we're all just best friends here.
Yeah, I know, papi. Give me 1 second.